So when you think about the Seychelles, you probably think about lying around on the beach, chilling on the resort. But in this episode of Travel Top Me, I'm going to show you how there's a lot more to the island. So first things first, how do you actually get to the Seychelles? From the UK, it's actually not that far. It's probably about a 7-8 hour direct flight. But unfortunately, there are limited or no direct flights actually. At least when we were flying, there were no direct flights from the UK. So we had to go through one of the Middle Eastern airlines. We went through Qatar Airways. It was about 6 hour flight to get to Doha and then a further 4 or 5 hours from there. So all in all, with the stopovers, about 12-13 hours, which is pretty long, but definitely worth it, especially if you're going there for a few days. So in this episode, I'm not really going to go through a day-by-day itinerary of what you should do while you're out there, but kind of more like a list of activities that you should do while you're out there, ranging from obviously going to the different beaches, some hikes, walks, going around town in Victoria. So it's going to be more of that rather than just chilling at the beach, on the resort, or a day-by-day itinerary, because when you're out there for a few days, you want to have a mix of different things. And I guess, kind of giving you that will help you plan your trip when you get to the Seychelles. So the most important thing is where to stay. We stayed at the main island of Mahe, which is the capital. There are obviously different options. You can stay at different islands in and around. You have to, again, once you land by plane, you have to take a seaplane or a ferry to the other islands, which you can do. Again, after a long flight, it's a bit tiring. But I guess because the main island Mahe gives you lots of options to do different things. You can take day tours to other islands, which is what we did. But there's also a lot to do on the island of Mahe itself, so you feel like you get a good range of different things to do. So the hotel we stayed at, the Kempinski, it was a very nice hotel, just on the south of the island, kind of about 40-45 minutes away from the main town of Victoria. Kind of anything that you would expect from a top resort. All the facilities, amenities, very nice. So one of the things that you have to do while you're in Mahe, probably not the most beachy thing to do, but you have to check out the capital of Victoria. Of course, for me, golf is a big thing, and I did find a very short round of golf. It's only 9 holes at the Seychelles Golf Club. It was a very good experience. I enjoyed it. And after that, it was time for probably one of the most famous things to do in Seychelles, which is meet the giant tortoise. And of course, when you're going around the island, one of the things that you should definitely not miss out on are those fantastic viewpoints. So from the island of Mahe, the two most accessible islands to get to are Digue and Praslin. I hope I pronounced those correctly. You can book day tours the way we did it. We booked a day tour from one of the hotel travel companies. Just got them to book it a couple of days before, and it's like a full day trip where you go to these different islands. Lots to see on those islands. Of course, you get that quintessential white sand and blue water beaches. Amazing experience. So definitely you should try that out. And of course, my best experience of the whole trip was doing a scuba dive. Now, I'm not a certified scuba diver. I'm not even a very good swimmer, but an amazing experience. I definitely recommend it. You do get a short briefing training before you do it. It is a bit unnerving in the beginning, especially if you're not used to spending a lot of time underwater, but it was a surreal experience for me. I can't describe it in words. Definitely recommend it. So that was Seychelles. Lots to do on the island. Like I said in the beginning, you don't just have to sit around on the beach relaxing. You can do that if you want to, but there is so much more to do and so much more to explore. Definitely recommend it. In terms of how you should go about it, logistics, there are buses that operate from where you would be staying just outside, probably 5-10 minute walk to the city center. You can do that, but then they're very irregular, so you just have to make sure you coordinate your timing accordingly. The way we did is that we hired a car from the hotel with a driver who kind of drove us around, which is a bit more expensive, but just had the convenience of going around, having the flexibility of time and everything. Of course, to go to the different islands, you can book a separate trip with a tour company that will take you around. You can take the public ferry, but again, with logistics and everything involved, I would recommend not doing that unless you're really adventurous and you want to book everything on your own and see where to go. But you really need to know where you're going, and also you need to understand what the kind of transport links are going to be like on the different islands of Digue and Praslin, for example. So if you like that episode, please do subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep bringing more travel content. Thank you.